into the place, dispatch you from a ways. My heart, it started racing. The crowd across the way, flowers on your face, and then from the 80s. Someone keeps blocking my way. I can't feel farther away. Wait on a moment to say that I want you. You know that I want you. Across the road. Across the road. Lost and in a daze, I caught your sudden gaze, and time it started racing. But moments tend to fade, and you're too far away from me to get my name in. Someone keeps blocking my way. I can't feel further away. Wait on a moment to say that I want you. You know that I want you. Across the road. Across the road. And if you could read my mind, will you make your way towards mine? And if you could read my mind, will you cross this room tonight?
现在来到车了，想直奔去吃东西，食晚餐，出發。哎，你也看一下镜头，看一下镜头啦。嗨。
I'm sipping alone here on this sunny day. You thought that you could bring me down, but now don't need all the wood 'cause I've got the fancy shades. I know I make my mama proud. Wow. Oh shoot, don't mean to be rude at all. I'm all set with all due respect. We go.
三个土人，我们翻译成
They
英文。
call me Mr. Feel Good. A ton of rain in the summertime.
三个土人。
As long as the sun comes up, I got no parts to give. They call me Mr. Feel Nice. Everybody knows I'm the type of guy. If you want to give up, I just come and try. Then you realize why they call me. They call me Mr. Feel Good. Good. Mr. Feel
我姐的车夫。好诡异的画面。
driving, maybe that's just you. I don't trust my judgment, cause I'm just 22. My mind just running circles, my heart is out in the rain. I know that this is sudden, but do you feel the same? Do you feel the same? Do you feel the I can't make my mind up, I don't know what to do. I'm trying to be honest, a point of view. So you tell me that you're leaving, but I wish you would stay. I think that this is worth it, but do you feel the same?
一直以来都是。好的，知道了。好嘞。今天福州是阴天，然后我们现在要去福清的大武山啦。
即将绿灯，掉头。
Do you feel the same? Do you feel the same? Do you feel the same? But if you're thinking not today, I'd rather have the truth than start and love is fake. And baby, tell me if you need your space. But if you're feeling lonely, I'm an hour away. I know you told me, baby, but do you feel the same? 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 Baby girl, do you feel the same? You feel the same. Baby, do you feel the same? I feel like nothing at all. It's only the chemicals, but it's the first time I don't care at all. My body's glued to the floor. Oh, it's so quiet. Listen to the silence, my also growing
到
high.
达这边了，但是因为山上在修路，我们没有办法开上去。然后负责人跟我们讲说，可以在下面的水库拍一下照。我们刚才就拍了一下照，风超级大。然后现在已经下午1点17分了，我们打算在车里吃一个午餐。我们早上买了一些早上买的三明治，
I don't remember what it's like to drown in my emotions, like always being under. I feel like nothing at all. It's only the chemicals, but it's the first time I don't care at all. My body's glued to the floor and it's so quiet. Don't know if I'm breathing or if I'm barely trying.
你去看一看，月亮代表我的心。夏天悄悄过去，留下小秘密。
stay in though the world is ours. Sun's down, all we see are stars. We don't gotta leave this room tonight. Moonlight underneath the trees, swaying cause we feel the breeze. It's a cold night, but I know we'll be alright. We ain't gotta leave, yeah, this room is all we need. Oh, you know we're right where we should be. We could fall asleep or stay wrapped up in the sheets. Till the sun comes up, we're right where we should be. Sunlight coming in your room. Day breaks and we're right back to doing all the things we do. No plans, just me and you. Sunlight coming in your room. Day breaks and we're right back to doing all the things we do. No plans, just me and we ain't gotta leave. Yeah, this room is all we need. Oh, you know we're right where we should be. We could fall asleep or stay wrapped up in the sheets. Till the sun comes up, we're right where we should be. Till the sun comes up, we're right where we should be. We ain't gotta leave, yeah, this room is all we need. Oh, you know we're right where we should be. We could fall asleep or stay wrapped up in these sheets. When the sun comes up, we're right where we should be. Till the sun comes up, we're right where we should be. Till the sun comes up, we're right where we should be.
Walking down the street so carelessly, one misstep you might fall. That's not all. Walking down the path in danger, as you end up being gone. So gone, so low. Lonely times and lonely sights. It's easier to lie. 'Cause have you ever wondered why the sea never cried for you when you say your dreams? Sun is rising high.
Wait in the dark till your eyes adjust to the light and you see all the stars. They're not so far now, love. I know sometimes it feels like you're alone, you're alone, and you can't take the weight of the world all on your own. But don't forget the voice inside your head will always find a way back to your heart. Just keep waiting in the dark. Keep holding on. Dreams are coming soon. I'll be there with you. It won't be long, and you'll be in my arms. I'll be keeping you warm. Sometimes you feel like giving up, giving up. It's not easy being far away from love. But don't forget the voice inside your head. We never really have to be apart. Just keep waiting in the dark. In the dark. Just close your eyes and you'll find me. Just close your eyes and you'll find me. Just close your eyes and you'll find me. I'll be there. I'll be there. Close those tired eyes and put that mind to rest. You'll be safe in bed. I'll hold you tight, and you'll be loved tonight. I can't be in your pain, but I've acted this scene on the edge of the future, unsure of what it all means. Your life is a movie, it's your dream. Your superpowers have left you. It's up to you to make your name. Just make the most of what you got. Nobody cares if you fail or not. Just try to be who you promised to be. You are still young, so set yourself free. Like years from home, the world that you know will become beautiful. Become beautiful. Light. Become beautiful. Become beautiful. Nothing's holy, everything's a joke. It's easy not knowing, 'cause it hurts when you know, but you don't